Good morning everyone. I'm Jitiani Thomas, tutor at Trippuram College of Nursing. Today I'm going to talk to you about magnesium sulfate. In this picture you can see one of the available form of injectable magnesium sulfate. This video contains the introduction, dosage of magnesium sulfate, mechanism of action, indications of magnesium sulfate, contraindication, side effect and nurse's responsibility. These all are the objectives of magnesium sulfate. So magnesium sulfate, it is a mineral that reduces seizure risk in women with preeclampsia. A healthcare provider will give the medication IV. Sometimes it's also used to prolong pregnancy for up to 2 days. This allows time for corticosteroid drug to improve the baby's lung function. The brand name and generic name of magnesium sulfate is same. It is magnesium sulfate. And the classification of the drug is anti-dysarrhythmic and electrolyte. These are the brand name, generic name and drug classification of magnesium sulfate. Dosage. The adult and pediatric dosage forms and strength. The available injectable solution is 40 mg per ml and 80 mg per ml. And infusion solution it is 1 gram per 100 ml and 2 gram per 100 ml. Dosage consideration. In hypomagnesemia, usually we are giving magnesium sulfate to the patient. In the adult, there is mild and severe form of hypomagnesemia. In the mild case, we will give 1 gram IM every 6 hours for 4 doses. Here within 24 hours we will finish the dose or we will complete the dose. And if it is a severe hypomagnesemia, we will give 5 gram intravenously IV over 3 hours. Okay, if it is mild, we will give within 24 hours, and if it is severe, we will give within 3 hours. 5 gram IV we will give. Okay, and then maintenance dose 30 to 60 mg per kg per day IV. That is the maintenance dose of magnesium sulfate. And in the pediatric, we will give IV and IM. 25 to 50 mg per kg every day, 4 to 6 hours for 3 to 4 doses as needed. According to the need of the patient, we will give 25 to 50 mg. And if it is oral, we will give 100 to 200 mg per kg every 6 hours. And toxemia of pregnancy. It is indicated to prevent seizure associated with preeclampsia and to control the seizure with eclampsia. In this condition, we will give 4 to 5 gram. This 4 to 5 gram magnesium sulfate, we will dilute it in 250 ml of normal saline or D5 water. That we will give IV along with 10 gram magnesium sulfate, that is 10 ml of undiluted 50% solution. And we will divide this into 2, and in both the buttocks we will give IM. And after initial IV dose, we will give 1 to 3 gram per hour IV. So this is the condition of toxemia of pregnancy. We will give magnesium sulfate like this. And Torsades de Pointes. Okay, it is a French word translated as twisting of peaks. It's a special type of abnormal heart rhythm that can lead to sudden cardiac death. If there is pulse, we will give 1 to 2 grams slow IV. Here we will dilute it in 50 to 100 ml D5 water over 5 to 60 minutes. Then we will give 0.5 to 1 gram per hour IV. That is the condition that if there is pulse. And if the patient is having cardiac arrest, we will give 1 to 2 gram slow IV diluted in 10 ml D5 water over 5 to 20 minutes. Within 5 to 20 minutes, we will give 1 to 2 grams slow IV. And in the pediatric condition, especially in acute nephritis, 100 mg per kg intramuscularly we will give. That is according to the need of the patient, we will give every 4 to 6 hours. Otherwise, we will give 20 to 40 mg per kg IM as needed. And the condition is severe, then we will give 100 to 200 mg per kg IV as 1 to 3% solution, administer total dose within 1 hour. Okay, within 1 hour we will give this 100 to 200 mg per kg IV if the condition is severe. Then 1/2 with first 15 to 20 minutes. And preterm labor. Here we will use magnesium sulfate as a tocolytic to stop preterm labor. The loading dose, it is 4 to 6 gram IV over 20 minutes. This is a loading dose. Within 20 minutes we will give 4 to 6 grams intravenously, and then we will give the maintenance dose, that is 2 to 4 gram per hour IV for 12 to 24 hours as tolerated after contraction cease. We cannot exceed 5 to 7 days of continuous treatment. If the duration of magnesium sulfate treatment is longer, it will lead to low blood calcium, that is hypocalcemia, in developing fetus, resulting in neonates with skeletal abnormalities related to osteopenia. So we are not giving magnesium sulfate treatment for longer duration. It will lead to severe condition to the fetus. So we are not allowed to give longer. In the pediatric condition like bronchospasm, this magnesium sulfate we will give 25 to 50 microgram per kg intravenously over 10 to 20 minutes. And dosing modification, if there is severe renal impairment, we cannot exceed 20 gram per 48 hours, that is 2 days. Within 2 days, we cannot give or we cannot exceed more than 20 gram of magnesium sulfate to the pediatric patients. And what is the mechanism of action of magnesium sulfate? This magnesium sulfate, it decreases the acetylcholine released from the nerve ending and reduces the motor end plate sensitivity to acetylcholine. This magnesium sulfate blocks the calcium channels. When it blocks the calcium channels, it causes the vasodilatation and the cerebral, uterine and renal blood flow will increase. It decreases the intracranial edema. That is the mechanism of action of magnesium sulfate. What all are the indications of magnesium sulfate? Magnesium sulfate we can give in these conditions. If the patient is having constipation. Secondly, if the patient is having hypomagnesemia, that is low magnesium level in the blood. And prevention of seizure in eclampsia and preeclampsia. So if the mother is having eclampsia or preeclampsia, for the prevention of seizure, we can give magnesium sulfate. And in the pediatric patient, if there is acute nephritis, there we can give magnesium sulfate. And cardiac arrhythmia secondary to hypomagnesemia and soaking minor cuts and bruises. These all are the conditions we can give magnesium sulfate to the patients. Then magnesium sulfate, it acts as an anticonvulsant of choice for the prevention and control of eclamptic fits for more than a century. From long time, this magnesium sulfate is used as anticonvulsant. The serum concentration between 2 and 3.5 mm oil per liter, that is 4 to 7 milliequivalents per liter, are generally held to be therapeutic and have directly and indirectly driven clinical practice for decades. So this magnesium sulfate we are using from long time. More than century we are using this magnesium sulfate. The mechanism of action of magnesium sulfate in eclampsia, prophylaxis and treatment remains poorly understood. What all are the contraindications of magnesium sulfate? Who all are the people they cannot take magnesium sulfate? If the person or the patient is having high amount of magnesium in the blood, and then they cannot take the magnesium sulfate because already they are having the magnesium sulfate in the body and it is a high amount, then there is no need to take magnesium sulfate again. And if the patient is having low amount of calcium in the blood, then they cannot take magnesium sulfate. And the patient with myasthenia gravis, skeletal muscle disorder, progressive muscle weakness because of carcinoma, and the patient is having decreased kidney function, severe renal impairment. These all are the contraindications of magnesium sulfate. Otherwise, these all are the people, they cannot take magnesium sulfate. Side effect. What all are the side effects of magnesium sulfate? After taking the magnesium sulfate, the patient is having or patient will get some heart disturbances, breathing difficulties, poor reflexes, confusion, weakness, flushing, that is warm, redness or tingly feeling, and sweating, lowered blood pressure. These all are the side effects of magnesium sulfate. Here, what all are the nurse's responsibility after giving magnesium sulfate or before giving the magnesium sulfate? That is very, very important. We have to monitor the vital signs of the patient, especially the respiratory rate. It should be 16 cycles per minute or more. And before giving the magnesium sulfate therapy, we have to see the deep tendon reflex. If it is normal, we can give the magnesium sulfate. If it is not normal or it is abnormal, we cannot give magnesium sulfate therapy. And the urine output during the treatment should be at least 25 ml per hour. Half the dose of the magnesium sulfate should be given if less than 100 ml of urine is produced in 4 hours. And the fetal heart rate should be closely monitored while treating the mother with magnesium sulfate. So in the obstetrics or obstetrical patients, that is the mothers with eclampsia or preeclampsia, after giving the magnesium sulfate, during the treatment, we have to closely monitor the fetal heart rate of the fetus. That is very, very important. So there is antidote for this magnesium sulfate, that is calcium gluconate. This calcium gluconate injection, it is 10%, that is 10 ml IV, that is the available form of injectable calcium gluconate. That is the antidote for magnesium sulfate. In this video, we dealt with magnesium sulfate therapy. The dosage of magnesium sulfate, mechanism of action, indications, contraindications, side effect and nurse's responsibility of magnesium sulfate. And we seen that what is the antidote for magnesium sulfate. Thank you.